Hello, my beautiful Cancer. This is Persephone with your oracle message for September 2016. I've pulled the cards for you and I've asked for guidance from your angels and spirit guides to provide you with the most accurate and timely information that'll help you out for today. So let's get started. So we will start with Doreen Virtues, Healing with the Angels deck. And your first card is New Beginnings. Isn't that wonderful? So it's pretty self-explanatory. Either you're going to be presented with an opportunity or you're already in the throes of a new beginning, whether it's in your relationships, your career, maybe you're moving to a new neighborhood, maybe you're giving birth to a child, a new addition to the family. It's scary, it's exhilarating, and you can get through it. Maybe you're just starting a new grade level. You're going back to school because we're wrapping up the summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and a lot of us are, going back to school. And it's exciting for a lot of us because, we've moved up to a new level and we're going to learn new things and meet new people. So enjoy the process. It doesn't have to be a scary thing unless you make it so. And the second card up related to that is spiritual growth. So the change that you're going through or about to go through, Cancer, it's not only, a physical change like moving to a new department at work. It could be a spiritual change. Oftentimes, a lot of changes do have a spiritual component to it because when you go through, especially if it's an abrupt change, you are not the same person as when you had started before the change. So you see in this card, you see the angel, she's flying in the night sky and she's surrounded by darkness, but there's like a bit of sunlight peeking through in between her wings. And I always see that it's darkest just before the dawn, because maybe you're going through a dark night of the soul right now with all the changes you're going through. You're questioning yourself and who you are and your very identity. And you see even in this card up close, the angel is shedding her feathers too. So you're shedding part of your identity and who you are. And that could be scary because sometimes when we go through a growth process, it's not only a little scary to ourselves, but to the people around us, maybe your friends and your spouse, people at work. You're like, oh God, you're so different. What's going on with you? Maybe even if you changed your diet or changed your appearance or changed your lifestyle, you sometimes you can't be around the same people because they'll bring you down. So with spiritual growth, it could be as easy or as difficult as you want it to be. If you find that you're going through a difficult phase, ask for the spirit guides to help you through the process and to make the change a little less jarring. Think about, say, if you lost, even something, is mundane in a way of, say you lost a lot of weight and suddenly your clothes don't fit you anymore and you have to give them away. I mean, on one hand, it's, it sucks you have to spend a lot of money on a new wardrobe, but then on the other hand, it's exciting and people are going to look at you differently and even treat you differently. So it plays with your head a little bit, the changes you're going through. And even if you're going through a spiritual change, say, you were a fundamentalist Christian and now you've become a pagan or a Wiccan, that would be quite jarring to your family and friends, and they wouldn't know who you are. You're not the same person, and you're wondering who you are. But in a way, you're still the same wonderful soul. Just going through a process of growth, because growth can be painful sometimes. But we want you to enjoy the process because you're not going to be the same. And sometimes even when growth is painful, when you look back after all the changes, you're like, oh, even if it was difficult, you're like, oh, thank God I went through that because I'm in a better place now than I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same person as I was 5 years ago. I wouldn't tolerate the same things as I did, a couple of years ago. So ponder that message as we go to our next card. It's a gentle message, nature. So you see in this picture, the angel, she's standing in the woods holding a bouquet of flowers and she's looking out is what looks like a city scene almost. There's a slab of concrete, and then there's, looks like white buildings made of stone, or they could be skyscrapers. So I would interpret that as you're going through these changes, Cancer, maybe you need to rest and recharge a little bit in nature. Go for a walk in the park, feed the pigeons, get a plant, put it on your balcony, even go to an aquarium. Just look up at the sky sometimes. Just the process of looking up is amazing, helps change your perspective and makes you realize that there's something bigger than yourself. Nature is bigger than you, and you're a part of this big, wonderful world and a part of the cycle of life. So use that time in nature to rest and recharge and get a new perspective on your situation. Don't take your iPod with you. Don't take your cell phone with you. Sit quietly in a moment of contemplation while you're contemplating your existence, Cancer. So ponder that message as we go to our next oracle card, which is from Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms oracle deck. And your card is the Wise Woman of Wonderland, which deals with integrity and compromise. So what does this mean? So you see in this picture, you see this elderly lady. She looks like she's having the time of her life. She's holding a magic wand, sitting on a mushroom. There's a bunny rabbit sitting beneath her, and she has a big old smile on her face, even though her hair, she's a little disheveled and it's questionable wardrobe taste. But that's what I love about this card, because it's like a joke that, once you're past a certain age, you don't give a damn anymore, about what society thinks of you, what people think of you. You're just going to do your own thing, come hell or high water. You could say what you want, do what you want, wear what you want. You're not concerned as like, are you going to be popular in school, or the boy's going to like you? No, you're comfortable in your own skin. And Cancer, as you're going through this process of spiritual growth where you're shedding your old identity, you're going to start to feel more comfortable in your own skin and speak your truth and live your truth. And you're not going to compromise who you are anymore, especially to impress other people. I know hopefully men and women are listening to this message, but since I'm a woman, I'll use this example. Sometimes, especially when you're a teenager, a lot of girls, they feel like they have to look away and act a certain way, in order to attract a certain type of boy that they like. It kind of makes you feel icky inside because you're not being yourself. But then you're thinking, oh, well, if I don't act this way, then I'm not going to be popular. Boys aren't going to like me. But then Wise Woman of Wonderland says, screw them. Be yourself. The right person is going to love you for who you are, warts and all, crazy changes and all. So don't forget that. So don't worry about keeping up with Joneses, having the right designer handbag, having the right address or the right job title, having the right trophy boyfriend or girlfriend on your arm. You do you, to use the old Nike cliche. But this is what it's all about. It's about Cancer. This is what this whole spiritual process is about. Why you're watching this video is like, how can you be the best person you can be without compromising yourself? Anyway, ponder that message. It's a lot to take in, Cancer. As we go on to our next message from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and it is the Magician. Wow, this is incredible. I see this all tying together, because the Magician is the ultimate manifester. You see he has the infinity sign above his head, and it's like the first card. Well, the Fool's number 0, and the Magician is the number 1, first card in the major arcana in the tarot deck. And 1 always symbolizes new beginnings, fresh starts. And you see in this picture, the Magician has 1 arm raised to the sky holding his magic wand, and then 1 finger pointed to the ground. So I see that as the old saying, as above, so below. So your thoughts right now, especially eclipse time, it's like a lot of changes going on, a lot of crazy energy. Your thoughts are going to be magnified and manifesting on this plane. So keep focused, keep your thoughts positive. And then also with the Magician, you have the skills and creativity, to succeed and get what you want. So utilize your creative skills to get what you want. And use magic and visualization too. If you're into that sort of thing, use a vision board. If you're Wiccan, pagan, use ritual. Rituals are so important. Important. Because they're a symbol of what you want. Say if you want a particular thing or vacation plan, make a vision board, paste it on the wall, make affirmations, paste it on your mirror. That's about making things happen. Right now, you're going through incredible phase of growth, new beginnings. You have the power right now to make things happen. You've been asking for it, so now you shall receive it. Stretch yourself right now. So ponder those messages. I wonder if I have anything else to say to you besides, you have the power to create a new life for yourself. Apply your skills. Be focused, be clear about your intentions as you're going through this phase. Here the birds are concurring with me. Use this time to work on yourself, to stretch yourself, to create a new life for yourself. There's no time like the present. So now we'll go to our crystal, which I have picked from my extensive collection. I have this and many more crystals. And your crystal of the month, Cancer, is clear quartz. I have a clear quartz point. You can barely see it. Looks like an ice cube, doesn't it? Or a diamond. So what's incredible about quartz, and it's interesting you got this crystal because it relates to all the cards that I've read for you. So it's all about magnifying your thought. Quartz is a magnifier. If you're thinking positive thoughts, it's going to magnify that. You're thinking negative thoughts, anxiety, fearful thoughts, it's going to magnify that. So quartz, it's like a programmable stone. So you could program your intentions into the stone and meditate with it and wear it. Say, I want to program abundance. I want to program new love. I want to program, focus, clarity, losing 20 pounds. Program that into the stone. And quartz, it's an amazing healing stone, manifesting stone, and helps divination too. So if you're into, scrying, astral travel, lucid dreaming, telepathy, use this stone and meditate with it. And this stone is great for harmonizing all the chakras, especially your third eye, since we're talking about clarity of thought and intention, and your crown chakra, because you're getting messages from the heavens, and it also helps dispel negative energy. And from a physical health perspective, this will help give you stamina. And if you're feeling tired, you have chronic fatigue or any of those type, fibromyalgia, any of those type of disorders, this will help you out a bit. So stay focused on the positive, focus on healing, good energy, program good thoughts into your crystal and into your mind, and you'll have a great month. So that is your message for September, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it helpful. Enjoy your new beginnings. Let me know what's going on with you. I'm curious to know. So you could look at my blog, persephonespirit.wordpress.com. If you want a personal reading, send me an email, write to me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So have a wonderful month, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.